Hashtag the return of the Bullpen League. Welcome back to it. It's been about a month, been about a month since we got an update on the Bullpen League and how all our favorite teams are doing. Shit ass 99 has continued his dominance at the top of the leaderboard, but there's been plenty of other drama, you could say, that's unfolded in the month or so since we last had an episode. So I'm excited to get back at it. There's a good handful of things that I'll go over, and as always, my goal is to do it fucking concisely. So we'll see if I can do that. I talked about it in episode 53, but I'll be really quick here. I moved to fucking Los Angeles. Maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't. It'll be a week tomorrow. So I'm excited to get back and more consistent, releasing episodes and writing more and shit like that. Cause now I'm here and it's kind of put your money where your fucking mouth is time. And if I'm not working hard, then that's a fucking problem. So that just means I'll be excited to be doing some more shit, and it's gonna be a fun time, and fun shit. Here, Amanda blowing her nose, and fun shit. This silly little show where I talk about how my favorite 8 fantasy teams are doing in this league that I created. If you're curious about the rules and maybe haven't listened to this one before, in the first episode or so, you kind of get an idea of the rules. But basically, there's 8 teams, 2 divisions, the East and the West. First place, in order to get first place, you got to win your division and win the league overall. And as I said right now, shit-ass 99 in the lead, leading the East and the league with 70.5 points. All of these stats are up until the end of June 30th, by the way. So there are like 2 or 3 games today on Monday, but those games are not counted, at least in the context of this episode. But that's where I'm pulling the stats from. So, if anybody happens to give a shit and notices a continuity error, there you go. That explains it. So through the end of June is all of these numbers that we're talking about. So a little recap since it's been a while. The standings on May 29th, we had shit-ass 99 in first, Mets 270 in second, the Francisco Lindor Hate Club in third, Junior Mafia in fourth, Stubby Clapped in fifth, the Dick Trickle Fan Club, my team, my lowly-ass team, in sixth, Frat Matt in seventh, and Nipsey Hussle in eighth. That's where we were sitting on May 29th. So if you fast forward to up until the end of June 30th, we have in first place shit-ass 99 has continued his dominance. As I said, he is still leading the East, and the Francisco Lindor Hate Club has taken second in the West, or first in the West, second overall. Stubby Clapped and Junior Mafia, I believe, are tied right now for fourth, it looks like. No, that'd be third. I'm stupid. They are tied for third, each with 62 points. And they are locked in there, both second in their respective divisions. Mets 270 is in fourth/fifth, I guess. I've got it written down as fifth, but Stubby and Junior Mafia are tied. Mets 270, he's gone back down to fifth, but he's still very much in the mix of everything. That bubble of first place to fifth place is only separated by 9 points, and That's not a massive undertaking in this league, but shit ass 99 has kind of held the mountain. So that's been something. But Mets 270 still in the mix. But he's there in fifth now. The Dick Trickle Fan Club, my team. We are professionals at staying in sixth fucking place. So yeah, we're still in sixth fucking place. Frat Mattin's in seventh, and Nipsey Hussle in eighth place. I blame the White Sox for Nipsey. Don't worry about him. He's still got a chance. Now, something else that has happened, and speaking of Nipsey Hussle, he's gotten fucked by injuries, and recently Mookie Betts, Bryce Harper, two major players on that team who recently got hurt. Harper should be back sooner than Betts, but there's he's got Luis Robert Jr. and he's pulling his weight, but it's been tough, and I can't blame him. Shit's hard. There's been a lot of injuries since we last had an episode, so here's some notable ones. My team lost Giancarlo Stanton. That fucking sucks. He was actually having a pretty good year, and now he's, probably going to be hurt off and on for the rest of it. Nick Lodolo, starting pitcher for Cincinnati. Mets 270 lost him. He was having a good year. Justin Verlander came back just to get hurt again for Frat Matt. Walker Buehler, Esteury Ruiz, and Kyle Schwarber all knocked off of Junior Mafia. But he still managed to stay in the mix in the top three. Again, tied with the stub. Shit ass 99 recently got Elias Diaz back. I'll be honest, I tried to trade for Elias Diaz and didn't make it happen. But he's back now, and JT Realmuto's still hurt. Junior Mafia also lost Fernando Tatis Jr. So that's fucking brutal. And Frat Matt lost David Bednar. For that hurts the saves department for sure. I lost him in my other league. And yeah, so not fun to lose a closer. So there's been a lot of fucking injuries in the last month or so. And it's half the season, you just gotta try to manage the injuries and hope you can find a guy who sucks a little bit, at least not as much. I don't know, man. You know what I fucking mean. So as I mentioned, I know I went through the standings already, but I guess I can go through the divisions. So in the East, shit ass 99 leading the way, followed by Stubby Clapped, and then Frat Matt and Nipsey Hussle. In the West, Francisco Lindor Hate Club leading the way, Junior Mafia in second. And here's the kicker. My sixth place fucking team is somehow 1 point ahead of Mets 270 in the division standings, but I am 3 points behind him in the league overall standings. So I don't know how that works, but I it's going to be interesting if that, how that'll be scored later. Fuck. I mean, I don't know if that's probably on me because I made the fucking league. I don't know if that's a fault or not. That's the thing. We got to decide if that is if that's an imperfection by the league, me, i.e. myself, if that's a fuck up that needs to be fixed. Because it's logically, it's how can you be behind somebody overall but above them in the division? It's a strange concept, but it's the first year of it. First year of the league. I've talked about this happening a couple times. It's happened with the first place team. That's when it could be interesting, because there's been times where I've seen the first place team. I don't remember who it was, but the first place team at one point was not leading their division. It might have been Mets at one point. It could have been the Francisco Lindor Hate Club. I don't remember which team, but at one point there was a team that was winning the league that was not winning their division, and it was fucking really weird. So we'll meet we'll meet and discuss it. I don't know. I'll have to get some thoughts on it. Maybe we'll talk about it on the show. That could be cool. But so there's the standings again. Shit ass 99's got 69 points. Fucking nice. He is up by 5 over the Francisco Lindor Hate Club in second. And then Stubby Clapton, Junior Mafia, each have 62 points. And the Francisco Lindor Hate Club's got 64. So 2 ahead there. Again, there were some trades that were made, both involving the Dick Trickle fan club. Per Frat Matt traded over JD Martinez at DH, Christian Martinez at first base, and Andres Jimenez at second base. And the fan club, myself, traded away Vinny Pasquantino, Reynaldo Lopez, and Jackson Merrill. So that will shake up the league a little bit. I was mainly wanting DH and second base consistency, and I got that. And then, Christian Walker, very strong first baseman to put at the, at a utility spot or, filling at first base if Freddie Freeman doesn't play. So I was very happy about that. And, since then, I think Vinny Pasquantino, he hit a home run yesterday. I know Reynaldo Lopez has a pretty low ERA. I don't know if it's still the lowest in the league or not. And Jackson Merrill, I think's had a pretty good year too. So overall, I was very happy with the trade. I think if you look at the week that Pasquantino just had, he's got like an RBI every day. So that's, overall, you could say that that's even a bad trade on my part, that I gave away slightly better players. But I'm still absolutely thrilled with the return, and I was just excited to shake up my team a little bit. Jackson Merrill wasn't playing for me like ever. Vinny Pasquantino, I picked him up for a little bit, didn't play him ever. And Reynaldo Lopez, there's so much starting pitching available in this league. To where, Reynaldo Lopez, I was able to just let him go. I mean, I didn't mind it at all. I mean, if anything, I mean, there's really good pitchers available, on the waiver wire. So I'll probably have to go over that shit later. And the second trade, also involving the Dick Trickle fan club, I shout out Peen. I traded with him. I got Wilson Contreras, and I traded away Patrick Bailey. So right now I know Patrick Bailey's better in the stats department, at least in batting average. But I've got faith that Wilson Contreras will hopefully stay healthy and put together a great fucking year. He's also eligible at DH, so that's exciting. But I also got JD Martinez anyway, so now I could be double covered at that position. So, shout out Peen. That was a cool trade to make too, and I got to add a Cardinal, and shout out Frat Matt too. It's fun making trades. It's a good time. And there's only 8 teams in this league, so it's like there's good players available, and you get a little less heartbroken, about losing certain guys. But, as the league expands, it'll be interesting to see how that side of it could possibly change. Because, maybe next year it'd be cool to expand to 10 teams and see how that goes. And who knows from there. But it's interesting. It's fun making some trades, and it's exciting to see how it'll play out. All players involved, pretty damn good. So I mentioned shit-ass 99 still leading the way. He got Elias Diaz back. Even though Luis Gil and Shota, I think, Imanaga for the Cubs, even though they've both been struggling, he's managed to weather that and stay in first. He's also first in holds by a lot. and I'm kind of trying to catch up in holds, and I'll talk about that later. But he's got, he's got like four dudes who can get holds, including Andrew Kittredge with 24, and that Cano guy from Baltimore, who's got 20. So he is just wrecking in that category. So good on him. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm not there yet. The Francisco Lindor Hate Club. I gotta check in and see how Frankie Lindor is doing. He's hitting 247. He's doing a lot better now. He's got 40 RBIs, 15 stolen bases. Not sure if he's found his way back in the lineup yet of the FLHC, but you know, he's at least hitting over 200, so we'll have to monitor that. You know, he's also got Aaron Judge, who's been fucking everything up. He's got 82 RBIs. That's stupid. It is July 1st. And Royce Lewis, he may have cooled off a tiny bit, but he's still pretty fucking good at baseball. He's back and healthy. And he's got Cal Raleigh as well, which, you know, backup catcher with 50 RBIs and 14 bombs, that's pretty fucking cool. So he's pretty set at catcher. I'm jealous there. The Stub Man, Stubby Clapped. As I mentioned, he's holding in there, tied at third place. Spencer Steer for him, he's a player I tried to trade for in a couple other leagues. I wasn't able to get him. But he's eligible at first base, third, and outfield, so that's a big fucking deal. He's stolen 13 bases, 51 RBIs. Pretty fucking cool player to have on there, and so he's been doing a lot. He's also been able to enjoy Jarren Duran's breakout year, which is pretty damn cool. I also see Luis Rengifo hitting 317, he's eligible at the whole infield except first. And the outfield. So, yeah, man, he is, the Stub Man is cooking, stacked at first base as well. Josh Naylor, Matt Olson, and as I mentioned, Mr. Cow, Mr. Steer. Is a steer a cow or a bull? I don't fucking know. This is a baseball show. Also, Ryan Helsley on that team. So, you know, shout out to Ryan Helsley, 30 saves this year. And that 46 strikeouts, that's damn good. He's also got Kyle Finnegan, Craig Kimbrell, and then JoJo Romero with 25 holds. So damn good bullpen. Tanner Scott on the bench just for fun. 1.5 ERA. ERA, have a stroke. So, yeah. As the Stub Man, he's doing good. Junior Mafia, again, he's up there tied in third place with the Stub. Vlad Jr. recently got hurt a little bit. I think that he'll pull through all right. I don't think he'll be hurt for that long, but Stephen Kwan still hitting fucking 368. He was hitting 390 a little bit ago. Former Marlins, Marcelo Ozuna and Christian Yelich are still kicking ass. So that's been good. Anthony Volpe on that team as well, stealing some bases. Again, he lost Schwarber and Tatis and Esteury Ruiz. That fucking sucks. Walker Buehler as well. So he is, but he's still hanging in there, tied at third place despite the injuries. Got that dog in him, and yeah, he's in there. And again, recently acquired Patrick Bailey. Still hitting 284 there in the catcher spot. I mentioned Nipsey Hussle. You know, the White Sox. Hey, man. They just got to sell that fucking team, dog. They just got to sell the team. But, you know, Luis Robert Jr. still out there. He's only hitting 205, but hopefully he can fucking figure something out. But, you know, Nipsey also lost Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts. Kyle Tucker's still out, it looks like. Tristan Casas hopefully coming back soon. But it's been tough. It's been tough out there, and he's he's been holding down eighth, but hey, man, he's been doing it about as damn good as you can under these circumstances. Garrett Crochet, an absolute fucking monster back there too. 141 strikeouts in just over 101 innings. That's impressive. And, some of those guys will come back and some shit will start to get figured out. And, who knows? That's why we do this show, because, shit can always change. And you just never know. Mets 270, I mentioned he is in fifth. He was rocking first place for the first handful of episodes of this show. I didn't think that he was going to go down at all. But, he's up there just above me currently. I could almost poke him, but I'm still just too far down, man. I don't know. I swear I was out of six for a little bit, but, it doesn't matter. But, Mets, he's in it. The Grimace Mets have risen, and I think that'll have something to do with something. He lost Michael Harris II. That sucks. Julio Rodriguez kind of has yet to get going. That's not fun. But Bobby Witt Jr. doing pretty damn good there. 22 stolen bases, hitting 312, 54 RBIs, 12 home runs. And he's got Yordan as well, Yordan Alvarez, Teoscar Hernandez, still doing pretty decent out there at the DH. And Salvador Perez also having a damn good year for him too. So, he's still as in it as the teams above him, and more in it than the team below him for sure. The Dick Trickle fan club, and yeah, he's we'll have to see if he gets back up there and how soon, because he'll strike from any distance. You just don't know. The bottom three just has remained the same, and I'm a part of that bottom three. So Frat Matties, we made that blockbuster trade when I was on that trip. So that was pretty fun. It's not that often you just do a 3-person trade randomly while you're walking around the grocery store. So I in like fucking, where was I? I think I was in Cooperstown when that happened. It was hilarious. So he recently acquired Vinny Pasquantino, Reynaldo Lopez, Jackson Merrill, and Shohei has been fucking killing shit, and Frat Matt's gotten to enjoy that as well. Shohei's doing damn good. Jackson Merrill and William Contreras also having a pretty good year still. I think he got hit in the head a little bit ago. But it looks like he's going to be an all-star. And yeah, he also lost David Bednar. That sucks. That's going to hurt the saves for a little bit. And who else did he? There was another guy. Oh, Verlander. Yeah, he also lost Verlander. I'll go over my team last but sixth. We're going over the Dick Trickle fan club. We still have yet to find outfield consistency. We lost Giancarlo Stanton, so that hurt that. Corbin Carroll still cannot fucking figure it out. I don't know what's going on. He is hitting .213, and I've had to bench him for a while. So that sucks. So I really envisioned a damn good outfield with Juan Soto, Corbin Carroll, and some other guy. But right now we got Juan Soto. I picked up Brandon Nimmo, maybe. James Wood just made his debut, and I picked him up though. So who the hell knows? Kerry Carpenter, Giancarlo Stanton still on the IL. Again, I somehow got to number 3 in the West. I don't know how that happened. I'm only up by a point. So it may not even last. As I said, Mets 270 will spring out of there at any point. I recently added Hunter Gaddis, who is eligible at starting pitcher and relief pitcher, and I put him in a starting position slot, and because he is a bullpen guy and he gets holds. So that is basically an extra bullpen guy that I was able to put in the lineup at a starting pitcher spot just because he's eligible there. So, and I know there's a couple other teams who are doing something like that too, I think. But that was kind of how I snuck in another reliever. So I've got him. I've got Colin Holderman. I'm trying to get more holds, haha. But I don't think I'm gonna catch shit ass in that category. But I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to just climb out of sixth any way I can, man. Oh my god, I swear I was out of it at one point. I'm too lazy to find the screenshot, but I swear I was out of there at one point. Bless you. I'll wrap it up with some free agents here. There's still a good chunk of starting pitchers, as I mentioned. Gavin Stone, Christopher Sanchez just threw a complete game. Mackenzie Gore, not terrible. We also I released Bo Bichette as well. I guess that's kind of a big deal. I definitely cut Bo Bichette. I was tired of it. I've got other shortstops. I've got Mason Wynn. I've got O'Neal Cruz, Gunnar Henderson, and Bryson Stott, who can all play shortstop. So he just came off the IL. I tried to trade him, couldn't do it, and now he's free. So he's a free agent. We'll have to see if anyone picks him up and if he can put together any kind of decent year. Anthony Santander, also still available. Big home run RBI guy who he's been on a couple teams. He was on my team for a bit, but I already had Stanton, so I didn't need but now who the fuck knows, but he's got 22 home runs. Zach Neto also still available. He's at shortstop. Fun fact, he has more home runs and RBIs than Anthony Volpe. I discovered that earlier this week. Alec Burleson, he's still available somehow. I'm not going to pick him up because I don't need another Cardinal. But he's eligible outfield and DH. He's been one of the Cardinals' better hitters this year. He's still available as well. Again, 8-team league. There's a good amount of players who are in here who could, help the team. And, I've managed to not find the right fucking ones and be in sixth all year. But, we'll see. We'll see. I like the trades. Anyway, Jonathan India also still available. Supposedly he's been on a hot streak, but he's on the Reds, so who the hell cares? But yeah, that's where we sit. It's been about a month, and that's where all your favorite teams are. Shit ass 99 in first, Francisco Lindor Hate Club in second, Stubby Clapped and Junior Mafia tied in third. Mets 270 in fifth, Dick Trickle Fan Club in sixth, always, and then Frat Matt in seventh, and then Nipsey Hussle in eighth place. So we'll be back in a couple weeks for another catch up on the league. So still a lot of baseball left, and I was excited to hop back out here, and we'll be back quite a bit more consistently now that the move's all done. So if you listen this far, especially about fucking fantasy baseball, I really do appreciate it. Episode 53 was also released with this one, so you can check that out as well. I talk a little bit more about Los Angeles and whatever. If you care, it's not that long, but we're getting back into it. We're striving for consistency. I think I said that in the other episode. So, again, if you're along for the ride, thank you very much. And hopefully I get out of sixth fucking place. All right, that's it. Bye.